Hi guys, my name's Emma and let's talk spooky stuff. Hi guys, it's that time of month again. That sounds so wrong. Where I'm gonna talk to you guys about my favorites. You guys seem to, well, I had a pretty overwhelmingly positive response. Some of you guys weren't really into this last month. So I'm just gonna remind you right now that this is a very chatty type, chill out video. You're not gonna get a lot of information about horror movies, more things that I've been watching. You will get some information about horror movies, but some movies that I've been watching more than information or reviews. So if you're not into like my chatty videos, just click out of this one. It's not for you, but everyone else, just sit back and relax. So I've been incredibly sick this week, and you guys who follow me on Twitter will know this because I've been ranting about how sick I am, complaining, wow, poor me. But if I sound really weird and my energy is kind of strange, that's why. I'm pretty delirious. I've had a few days off work and I'm trying to get back into things, but obviously I'm not gonna miss a video. But thank you guys so much for all your kind messages. You're really sweet and I really love you guys. I'm actually just currently right now uploading a thank you to you guys on Facebook because my God, you guys, I got 300 likes on my Facebook page and I really fucking appreciate you guys. So thank you so much, every single one of you. This would not be possible without you. You know, all that normal stuff, but I really mean it. I promise I mean it. Also, I just want to be really transparent with you guys. I've noticed on my analytics page that only 50% of you guys who watch me are actually subscribed to me. So if you're not subscribed yet, hit that button, support me, and I promise I'll try my best to give you some spooky stuff. That's all I can promise, but it's a fun ride and you guys seem to be enjoying it. So why not subscribe, click the button, and I'll love you forever. So now that all that housekeeping is out of the way, let's get on to my favorite things, and I want to start going through my list of what movies I watched this month. So same as the last month, I'm just gonna run really quickly through my letterbox.com. If you don't follow me on there, please do. My name is Spooky Astronaut, not Spooky Astronauts. I don't know why, I'm crazy. But if you do follow me on there, I promise to follow you back. So please do that. So I'm gonna start with, I didn't really watch anything until the 3rd, which is crazy for me. But actually, I wanna address really quickly, at the end of last month, I actually watched a few movies after I had done my favorites, because I did a little bit earlier towards the end of the month instead of at the very end of the month, where I'm doing this into the next month, so I made sure I got the whole month. Blah, blah, blah. So I think the movie I left off was, I told you I watched Hellraiser, which was awful. Then I watched Chloe, which was kind of like a thriller. I kind of like those thriller stalky movies. I actually thought this one was pretty cool and had a pretty good twist to it. If you're into that kind of thriller, stalky type vibe, like Hand That Rocks the Cradle, all that stuff. I watched Hellions, a review to come on that. I watched Mind of a Rampage Killer. I can't even remember that. Obviously very memorable, but I gave it 3 stars. Off the top of my head, I cannot remember that. Oops. I watched A Teacher, which is also a really good thriller. It's a very artsy film. I would recommend it. I liked it. I also watched The People vs. Larry Flint, which I don't even understand that movie. Like, Courtney Love, I never hated an actress so much. Oh, that really annoys me. Anyway, would not recommend that movie. I was really surprised, and I'm pretty sure it won a lot of awards, so very surprised by that one. Next, I watched He Never Died, which was also a request, which I have got a review coming out with. Actually, the review is coming out on Monday, so there you go. And the next movie I watched into this month was The Curse of the Weeping Woman, Hokel, which I watched this for my Mexican swap that I did with Mariana. If you watched that, if you didn't, make sure you check out that. I gave her 3 Australian films and she gave me 3 Mexican films, so that was really cool. Then I watched Perfect Stranger, which it was like a thriller. It was alright. I watched Donkey Punch, which was amazing. I've only rated it 3 stars though. I've rated like all these movies 3 stars. I feel like a scale of 5 is just, it's not my thing. I guess it wasn't amazing, but it was good. Sometimes I feel like I look back on these movies too much and I kind of hype them up. I watched Hush after this, which obviously you guys know about. I have a review out about it. That was my bonus review I put out. The next movie I watched was The Book of Stone, which was part of my Mexican swap. And then Dean and I decided for some reason to watch Loser because we were watching Teenage Dirtbag, which I fucking love that song. We were watching the film clip and then we were like, we've never seen this movie, so we watched it on Foxtel, which is like cable here. I watched Mexican Barbarero. Listen to me trying to fucking speak Spanish, I suck. Which was part of my Mexican swap again. I watched House, which I'll talk about this later, but I watched it for an intro for another YouTube channel, which was awesome. I watched The Invitation, which you guys would have seen this week my review on, which I really recommend. I watched 13 Cameras. I don't know, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. I watched Sinister 1 and 2, just because I hadn't watched number 2, so I thought I'd just recap it 2 was meh, and 1, it's okay, but I just don't think it's the best movie. I then watched Emma Watson in Regression, which I wasn't really a fan of. It was pretty predictable, but I am like interested in that whole like satanic panic of the 70s and 80s. I really like that theme, and I was learning a lot about that around the time, so I thought that was really interesting. So thumbs up to that for the educational value, but other than that, meh. And then Dean got me to watch Purple Rain, which I have to admit, I'm not a huge fan of Prince, or I wasn't, but watching this movie, I can really like feel his personality coming through, and I really recommend it. I thought it was really interesting. Not by any means a really well done film, but he's so fucking cool. I really liked that. Then I watched Colonia, which this film, one of you guys actually recommended this to me, and fucking A+ recommendation. This film is amazing. It's everything you want in like a good thriller. Highly recommend it to all of you guys. I won't be doing a review on it because it is more thriller, but it probably will make my list at the end of the year, I reckon. Really good film. Then I watched The Ring Virus, which is the South Korean version of The Ring, but it wasn't very good, unfortunately. I then watched Red, White, and Blue, which is a movie that you guys repeatedly have been talking to me about. Thumbs up, I love this movie. I watched How, which was recommended by one of you guys. I will do a review on this, but didn't make my favorites by any means, though it's not really my kind of subject matter. I then watched Girl House, which is for a future review. I've got a lot to say about that, but I'll leave it until later. I'm sorry, so suspenseful, but there's no point in me saying it now. And then I watched Ghoul, which I will do a review on. I had like a kick of going through your recommendations, and Ghoul has some really good points, but not really there for me 100%. Anyway, those are the movies I watched this month, and the movies I liked the most, I think it's very obvious. I really liked Red, White, and Blue, and Colonia, and The Invitation. I love those movies. So thank you guys so much for your recommendations, because love them. Thank you. Next category is television, and I watched so much TV this month, which is why I haven't watched as much movies as I normally watch. I actually watched the whole of the Scream series, True Detective Season 2, and The Walking Dead Season 5. Scream series, could take it or leave it, and I actually know that the new Scream series is coming out, or it's been announced recently. But I don't know, I thought it was great cliche. But I guess that's what Scream's about, you know, like bringing out the cliches. But I don't think it works as cool as it did in the 90s. True Detective, number 2, definitely not as good as number 1. Subject matter wasn't as great. Rachel McAdams was pretty good, but I could take it or leave it. Wasn't a huge fan. And Walking Dead Season 5, loved it towards the end. I always get like this with The Walking Dead. I'm always hating it at the start. I'm wondering what's going on, because we wait until it's out on DVD here to buy it. So I'm not watching it free to air or on cable here, because we like to watch the whole thing and binge watch it. So I'm always getting the new seasons, and then I'm like, fuck, what's happening? Who's that? I don't know. And then halfway through, I finally understand everything. And then everyone I love starts dying, and that's The Walking Dead for you though, isn't it? And my favorite documentary of the month, I actually haven't been watching too many documentaries this month, but I did watch this one documentary about aliens on Vice, and I really recommend it to you guys. Super interesting, not too long, and I don't know, you guys who are really into aliens, I think you'll appreciate it. So my favorite thing of this month, I don't know if you guys know what it is. I got my merch, and I'm so excited about this. So I ordered this shirt that I made. It's like a razor, I wouldn't say it's a razorback, it's like a muscle tee. It's a girl one. It's really light fabric. Obviously it has like a little quote from me. And another thing I thought you guys would like is I made this one, which I think is really funny. If you guys were in my last live stream, you totally understand this. Send me your trash pandas. And the other thing I did was I actually picked up an extra shirt, and this is one you can get from the site. So check out, this is a size small men's. Check out the site to see the details and how big and all that kind of stuff, to see if this will fit you. But it says, let's talk spooky stuff, spooky astronauts in the back, and I'm gonna give this away. So if you guys want this shirt, you can, I mean, it will fit a female as well, I think. It's kind of like a cornflower, is that what they call it in Fight Club? Cornflower blue. I don't know if that's what they call it. If you know what I mean, give this video a thumbs up. If you want this shirt, all you have to do is be subscribed to me, like this video, head over to my Facebook, make sure you like that, and I'll have a post up there asking you why you should win this shirt, so just answer that, and I'll select a winner and I'll inbox you. And my next category would be books, but I haven't been reading recently, which sucks, but you saw how many movies and TV shows I've been watching, so I've been keeping myself busy. I really need to get back into reading, and I know that. So I'm actually gonna borrow the Ring series off my friend Isaac, so hopefully I'll have that soon and I can do a little spiel on that next month. So now it's a portion where I talk about my favorite YouTuber of the month. One of my favorite YouTubers, which I was talking about before when I said I watched the movie House, I actually did an intro, and this, they didn't ask for this is not, they have no idea I'm saying this. But some of the most inspiring and really nice people on YouTube are the two people who put together the Little Monsters movie podcast, and that is Ted and Dino, and I really appreciate everything they've done for everybody in the community. They're really cool guys, and if you watch their show, they're really hilarious. And I think you guys should check them out, and I think you really like them, especially if you're hardcore into like 80s or like slashers, American type movies. They've got a lot of that. They always have really good content and always new content. And I did do an intro for House. That's why I had to watch that movie, is because they wanted me to intro one of their videos, which they're just really cool people. And Dino is just sick, and he's always supported me and always been so nice. And they're just so committed to what they do, and they just love talking to everybody. I just love those guys, and I really like their channel, so please check them out. And my favorite Instagram this month is this one. It's called Horror Museum, and it's Hollywood Horror Museum. I just love the stuff they put on their Instagram. It's so funny. They just have a lot of memes, a lot of cool things that I really like, and I'd love to go there. It just says non-profit horror museum based in Hollywood, California, with TV and film props, costumes, and posters celebrating the history of horror in all media. And I just think they're really cool, and you should definitely follow them if you like having horror themed stuff on your Instagram feed. And I mean, who doesn't want a funny horror meme to wake up to every day? I love having these guys on my feed. And my last category I'm gonna talk about this month is a category that I'm gonna do at the end of every single month. And this is my random category. And so every single month I'm gonna choose a random thing. And you guys can suggest my random thing down below if there's something personal or strange that you're just curious. You just wanna know what my favorite this is. My favorite this of the month is beer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you guys what my favorite beers are. I really prefer lagers or pale ales. I really like dry beers. And I like dry spirits altogether. I like dry gin. Anyway, that's another time. But I really prefer Asian beers. So I really like, Asahi, Chang, Tsing Sao or Ting Tao. But I'm also a huge fan of Peroni and Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. I've just gotten onto that. I really like that stuff. I actually really like it in the beer bottle instead of in like by tap. I don't know why, I'm a weirdo. But yeah, really lagers, pale ales, or something really dry and Asian. I love that kind of stuff. So that's my weird category of the month. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys enter the giveaway to win this shirt, because I really want to see one of you guys wear this, or burn it, whatever you want to do with it. It's up to you. I hope you're having a great day, and please give this video a thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe to this channel because I got new horror content. I do 2 new videos every single week, and I love hearing from you guys. So I'll see you guys very soon.